Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Greg.
We are GenX, and welcome to our podcast. We're the last generation to grow up without internet.
Or computers.
We're the last generation that played outside all day.
Until the street lights came on.
We watched cartoons on Saturday mornings.
While reading a cereal box during commercials.
We didn't have cell phones in our pockets.
We shared one house phone.
Growing up over the last 30 plus years, we have learned a few things about life.
Raising kids, losing family, managing money.
Having a professional career, self-care, and much, much more. Each episode, we talk about our experiences as Gen Xers.
Growing up in the 70s and 80s and how our lives have been influenced and shaped today.
We are now hitting our 50s, and we are still wondering, are we adults yet? What's up, buddy? How are you?
What is up?
How's it going over there, man?
Not too bad. How do I sound? I got the Bluetooth piece in.
I'm hitting it right through my laptop or that little USB. What do you call it? The little Logicam. So you sound good. I sound good. This is what we get, man. We're good. No, you sound fine, man. So a little impromptu video. I reached out to Greg just a little while ago, a couple hours ago, and said, "Hey, what do you think about jumping on live tonight and drumming up some business for this Corey Feldman thing, right? Corey or refund. What does that mean? Let me tell you in the first 30 seconds of this video. It means that we are fundraising to try and get Corey Feldman on our podcast, GenX, or We Adult Yet. He's asking anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500 to get him on our podcast. But here's the deal. We're going to set some limits for ourselves. We're going to say 6 months from the time we launch. 6 months from the time we launch, which is just a couple weeks ago. 6 months, and whatever we have, we're going to make our offer. We're going to make our offer. If he takes it, we have Corey on the show. If he doesn't take it, refunds for everybody.
Refund.
That's it. It's a win-win situation, folks. So I want to get that out there in the first minute of this video. It's a win-win situation. Donate, or you get your money back, or we get Corey. So either way, you get what you paid for, or you get your money back. It's a win-win. Corey Feldman said he'd be willing to come on our show. He wants $2,500 to $3,500 American U.S. dollars.
It's reasonable, dude.
I think so. 25 to 3,500. We get him for a half hour, talk about some stuff. We have I know this is on the screen and a lot of us watch on our phones. So that makes it kind of goofy. But if you're on your laptop or if you have somebody else's phone, or take a screenshot of this at some point, here's the link to the GoFundMe. You throw some money on there. Anything helps. Everything helps. Because like I said, 6 month time, we're going to offer what we have and see what we can get.
Yeah.
Corey or bust.
It's like Farm Aid. We're raising money.
We'll just raise what we can and we'll just give it all to you. You know what I mean? So Father's Day is coming up. Any plans, Greg? Any plans for Father's Day?
Father's Day, not really. Probably just have some drop-ins and stuff, hang around the house.
Nice.
Usually
We're gonna go to the ocean.
Barbecuing and stuff like that.
Say what?
I end up barbecuing and stuff like that, so it's not a day off like it should be.
Cooking food is fun.
I know. I like to cook too, though.
Right.
That's why. So I throw something on the grill.
That would be kind of fun. So, we are here. Yeah. We're showing up. We're fundraising. We're trying to get people to donate a little bit of fetty, a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of cash, a little bit of moolah, so we can get Corey Feldman on our show.
That would be sick. Dang. And we could just talk about some stuff.
Well, so here's the thing. Here's what we can do. Here's what can do. I got Corey Feldman. I don't have Corey Feldman, but on my phone, I have downloaded a few movies to my phone, right? These are like on my phone, regardless if I have Wi-Fi or internet or connection or whatever. I have the Goonies on my phone. I have Stand By Me on my phone. I carry that shit with me. I'm kind of a fan. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Here it is.
in the gallery. I'm not sure what we're allowed to show that. That might be against copyrights.
Well, that's perfect too. So the video won't catch it. The video catcher won't catch it. Little shout out to Stand By Me, Richard Dreyfuss.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
I haven't found my pennies yet. Well, 237's not bad. Quita Charles is at the end of that little road that goes by the junkyard. I think we can get some stuff there. Hey, Drummond. Come on, Teddy.
The screen is freaking out.
Come on, Teddy, man. You have the tracks. You're crazy. Train dodge.
There he is, right there. Train dodge. I've never dodged a train.
Get the hell.
And when's the last time you made a machine gun noise? Shooting like that. Can you do it right now? But you can't.
That's a great scene.
I'm gonna beat your ass teasing my dog like that. Yeah, I like to see Troy climb over his fence and get me
Badass.
Don't you call me that, you little
Tin Weasel Peckerwood Looney son. Tin Weasel Peckerwood Looney son.
you call me. I know
who you are.
You're Teddy Duchamp. Your dad's a loony up in the nut house in Douglas. He took your ear and he put it to a stove and he burnt it off. My father stormed the beach in Normandy.
He's crazier than a shit out rat.
No wonder you're acting the way you are. With a
loony for a father.
I'll kill you.
Loony.
You watch your mouth, smart guy. Let him do his own thing.
Like 500 pounds. So, folks, you watch this video, you jump in on us live. We are raising money to get Corey Feldman here on our podcast. We don't need a great amount. I mean, it's a humble amount. It's doable, you know. $3,500, and I think we are currently at $775.
Right.
We're at 22%. We're almost at $1,000. We're almost at $1,000. Like, good Lord, we're almost there.
We're almost a quarter way there.
We're almost 22%, right? Yes. So I'm getting excited, and again, in 6 months, no matter what we have, we're going to make the offer. We're going to make the offer unless we get there first. And if he doesn't take it,
like an hour, right? You think
we'll send the money back? Yeah. I mean, come on. We'll take an hour. We'll take the hour, bro. I think that would be fine. I don't think that should be a big deal. That's me, though. I mean, he could do our podcast in between before he sets up for a show. I think it'll be fine. So, anyways, we got a little attention from Jim and them. It's another podcast. Our whole episode this Thursday, half of the episode, we're going to open with how they covered our last appeal for money. Jim and them's another podcast. If you guys want to check them out, they're pretty big. They got, they get lots and lots of views, 33,000, 40,000, 50,000. I think on the videos, some of the videos that I watched. I wasn't sure there was a subscriber count.
It kind of seems like they don't, and then it seems like they do, and seems like they don't. Can't tell if they like Corey Feldman or not.
So, we don't know those guys per se, but they did cover one of our videos, and we're going to cover that next week. We loved it. I think it was great. I think it was gold. So
awesome.
And then next week we are going to play a game, and I put this together: Smash or Pass. We're going to get a few guests on to come on the show. They'll sit with us and they'll play the game.
What's the category?
Animated characters.
Yeah.
Female. I mean, I've told that out there. I think I have everyone, bro. I have 40 of them.
Yeah.
I do. I got 40 of them.
Like Penelope Pitstop.
So I have 40 of these cartoon characters that we're going to rate Smash or Pass. We'll get a few folks on the show that night, and then we'll do a group thing, a team thing, and we'll have a lot of fun with that. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll do that. Sunday night, out here trolling while you guys are scrolling Facebook and all your other good social medias out there. Stop by, leave us a comment when you guys see this. Hit the GoFundMe. Hit that GoFundMe for us. Leave us a few bucks.
Also, TikTok Live?
No, not on this one. I have to look at that more. It wasn't as easy as some of the videos because they've changed it, I think. Getting the key, the streaming key, the stream key, and all that stuff is kind of, I don't know where that's at. I got to find that. And they make me open Studio, and I can't find it in Studio, so I don't know.
Interesting. It's a whole new world.
Boom. Look at that.
But this is how we can do Corey just like this. He could just be another window right on here. Just like that. Bam. He could be right there in the corner, in the big corner.
I figured we would do it like this. Me and you would be stacked over here. He would be in the big window here. We would be stacked. Or like this. Yeah. No, like this. Me and you like this, and he would be the big window here. He'd be this guy.
Yeah, and we'd be on the side.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick.
So I'm thinking this guy. We just swap him. Put him in the big one. I hope we get good Corey. What if we get like irritated Corey? What if we get Corey who only wants to talk about?
Or are they just making up stuff? I don't really know if that's a thing. Is he really like that? I haven't seen that many interviews and stuff.
No. Maybe they're just finding that dirt.
Like I've started following him since we started doing this, so I pay attention to his social media, but I haven't really been doing that. Like I'm not a Corey super fan or a Corey stalker or some kind of weirdo or something like that. But
right,
dude, as far as like movie, what do you call that? Like catalogs. Like you're in a lot of the top movies, man. That makes you an influencer of our day. So it'd be cool to have a chat with you. Talk about what happened. Talk about what's going on.
Right. I think so. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get enthusiastic Corey. We'll get somebody who wants to talk a little bit about that fun stuff. Like the idea 1 for 1, 2 for 1. It was a good idea. I love that.
He's doing the Goonies weekend this weekend, I guess. Probably should be wrapping up. But I saw some social media.
So Eric, shout out to Eric. Watch his interview, Dude, the 90s Called. I did. That's kind of where I'm getting this from. I watched that video and they came at him exactly how I want to come at him. We are fans. We're the same age. This is the first chance I've been able to talk to you. And it was like, I've had those conversations 1,000 times. there's thousands of interviews. You know what I mean? And the guy was like, well, I want to talk about Stand By Me. And he made some comment about like the beginning of his career. And I think he mentioned Stand By Me. And he's like, I was already 10 years into my career. And I think it kind of pissed him off. And you got kind of catty and snotty. And they were like, Corey, we're like the same age. We've been waiting to talk to you about our childhood, right? And he's like, yeah, well, I don't know. He got kind of, I mean, maybe I kind of stopped watching right there, and that's why I'm saying, I hope we get good Corey, I hope we get that good version of that guy. So, here's the deal though. We're going to move forward. We're going to raise the money. We're going to raise as much as we can. We set ourselves a time limit, 6 months, whatever we have. We're going to go ahead and make the call and make the offer. If we get it, we got it. Good. If we don't get it, we'll call it and we'll just refund everybody's money. So that's the deal. You're either going to get what you pay for or you can get your money back. Those $100 shout outs, we'll still give you those. They've already been kind of done, but
and maybe a t-shirt.
Maybe we'll give you a t-shirt. Signed autographed t-shirt from us. You can have a little bit of you can have a part of the show. But we'll do that, right? So we have, we're 22% there. I'm curious, with all the media that's out there about this guy, we may not have to get $3,500. We might be able to pull off something for something, right? I don't know, but I just think it would be how cool it would be just to have somebody like that caliber, whatever caliber he is in whatever arena. To have him on the show, man. I think that would be cool. So, Crispin Glover, that guy, he is weird and quirky. Shout out Brian. What's up, Brian?
On an episode, we just happened to say something like this. Like this just came up, kind of organic.
Yes.
We should find the clip from the episode where we said this in an offhanded comment. We should get Corey Feldman on the show because we must have been talking about it in some way. And it's always been kind of our joke that whoever famous we talk about, we always invite them on the show. So
we invite people on the show all the time,
And we actually shot our shot this time.
And that's how it happens. Anytime we mention someone famous, we're like, come on the show. Corey Feldman, come on the show. And again, our good friend Marty, who's been on the show a couple of times, reached out, and he had, he's the chief out there at the firehouse. So they made some comment about, thank you for your service. And they're talking about, because he had that in his email signature, right? So he reached out on our behalf and said, hey, my friends have this podcast, want to book Corey. And they responded to that. So I think the fact that the ball got rolling somewhere outside of us is I'm going to count that as a hopeful, as a good sign. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that's good karma. I'm going to say that's good stuff for the right direction.
Wait, are we showing those are our comments showing up on the bottom now?
So Brian jumped in, talking about Crispin Glover.
He commented on the video, and now it shows on the screen like that.
I can show it. I can click it. Yeah.
Well, you got sick technology, dude.
And you see Eric's that guy who reached out from Jim and them originally, right?
Oh, okay.
Eric, also, shout out to Eric. He's the one that also said if we hit $3,000 that he would kick in the last $500. He said that. I got that shit in writing. So, I mean, hey, Eric, you should be a guest on our show. Your story, who you are, your past, your present, where you going, who you are, how you got connected to whatever, blah, blah, blah. Executive producer. How'd you get to be executive producer? Dude, I'm going to hit you up, man. If you're still watching, love to shoot you a link, have you on the show, and just, kind of check in with you and see who you are. E-Rock.
Yeah, E-Rock. I was going to say, is it Eric or E-Rock?
E-Rock. And shout out to Brian. Brian chimed in the other day too, and it was good to see him. And he says he watches all the show. And so, Brian, thank you, man. Appreciate it. 100%.
It was such an underrated movie. Who's the other guy that was in that?
I'll hit you up, Eric. Thank you, man.
Daniel Roebuck.
I remember. Oh, hey, isn't that the guy who didn't Chris McDougall have his picture?
Yeah,
on his wall.
Yeah, I met him at I think it was a Pizza Plus grand opening back then, and the River's Edge had just come out or was just about to come out or something when I met him. And I got those like 8x10 headshots, the black and white headshots. Yeah, I grabbed a bunch of those and gave them away to everybody.
I remember that. That was the River's Edge, right?
Yep.
That's the same movie. Okay.
And Reeves too.
All right.
When he's super young. Great movie.
That's awesome. So if you guys are just joining us, Corey or Refund, what that means is that we are still marching forward with the GoFundMe to get Corey Feldman on our podcast. We have a lot of donations already. We are at 22% of our overall goal. But here's the deal. We set ourselves a time limit, 6 months. And at 6 months, we're gonna shoot our shot. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna reach out to Corey's team and say, hey, we have this much money. Can we get Corey on our show? They take it. You get what you paid for. If they don't take it, GoFundMe says I can refund all the money. So,
or how many minutes can we get?
Or something, right? I don't want to, autographed anything. I want live Corey. I want video Corey. That's what I'm going for. So we'll see what we can do.
You just got to go on his phone.
Yeah. I understand he's got like alimony to pay, which is $2,000. So if we can get to $2,000, that might be a good magic number. Or 1,500. That's a good chunk of that. He sits with us an hour and that pays, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, so I'm planning that stuff. So this is exciting. I love this, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So we have an email from Corey's team. I think that's the neatest thing. Here is the link to the GoFundMe if you guys want to. I know you guys are watching this on your phone and it's not clickable. I get that. And you have to, at least you can type it in or search for it. GenX, are we Feldman yet? Because that's the link we want. That's what we're trying to do. GenX, are we Feldman yet? So
those are easy words to type.
Those are easy words to type. And then you'll find it. And then you'll see us. It looks just like this screen, but it says, it says stop, has a big stop sign on it, so. Anywho, GenX, are we adults yet, bro?
Not until you have Corey Feldman on your podcast.
Hey, you know what? After this one's over, I kind of want to see who else we can get that's legit that we can maybe raise that money for, or kind of go for that kind of stuff and see who else is out there. We had a lot of good suggestions, a lot of good folks. Crispin Glover would be pretty good.
He's on that Back to the Future money though. I don't know, dude. He's on Back to the Future levels.
Yeah. So you know what? A few months back, I was like about the same time when Fred Durst came out on stage and validated Corey for actually playing his solos. I was in the mood of like, you know what, Corey, you go, guy. I'm not writing songs. I'm not in a band. I'm not on tour of any fucking kind whatsoever. I have no room to knock that. Now, I mean, I'm proud of Corey for putting himself out. That's what, so it's artistry, right? You know what I mean? It's from what's inside, and that's the music that comes out of him, and
he's in it.
I'm not doing it. So, I mean, shit.
He's written more songs than I have.
He's written more songs than I have, so,
what's up with the tour? Is he coming?
He's got new songs coming out 6/22. So, yeah.
Better if we could have him in the studio.
So the idea was that hopefully that we could, go 1 for 1 or 2 for 1 on the music based on that 90s podcast, right? I was telling Greg about that, and he's like, well, maybe we just come at him straight up 2 for 1. 2 things about your music, today and, whatever. And then one good solid question about, the retro stuff, the past stuff. So I don't know, but you know what? Either way, it's going to be good content. Either way, if he comes through like gold and we get to fanboy with him and stuff, that's ultimately what we want. But if not, then fucking fuck. I mean,
see that.
I mean, worst case, what should be best case? What if he gets all pissy and gets all irritated? Then that's views too. You know what I mean? And I don't want that, but at the same time, all publicity is good publicity, and the fact that we had him on there, it's gonna go well for us either way. I want it to go well, not like. And here's the thing: I'm coming at him just like that '90s podcast did. I mean, and we only have 200 subs, dude, on YouTube. I mean, fuck, dude, we ain't got shit. We ain't got anybody. I don't mean we ain't got anybody. I'm just saying, in the big world of big things, we're still small potatoes, dude. So,
Yeah, but it's still just cool to talk to him. Not so much like to gas up the podcast. Just like I said before, man, I'd be willing to not record it and just tell the story that we got to talk to Corey off air. You know what I mean? Like, if I ran into him in an airport, I would tell that story on the podcast. Be like, yeah, dude, ran into Corey Feldman. He was dope and he was cool. And we took some pictures together, and then he invited me to Denny's.
Yeah, they were never gonna get our food.
I still want to know if he's ever done that.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's a trip. And then, that's kind of like the expectation too of like famous people. You have to be in character 24/7. I mean, like, remember that there's a couple of videos of like Shia LaBeouf coming out where he was like an absolute like cack master. He was like unsavory and like 100%, like really kind of a dick, honestly,
Yeah.
But then like
famous person story. Once they get famous, they don't want to be recognized. They want to go back to being regular people, and they can't.
Just like, leave me alone. I'm not like a pony song and dance or something, but I don't know. But either way, but if we pay you, then if you know what I mean, then it should be open. We're not coming at them to like trick them and shit. We're not gonna. Oh, and then how'd this go for you? And how'd that? I don't know. I kind of want to ask them, out of everyone who's died, who would you bring back? That'd be kind of cool. I want to ask him that shit. See if he'd bring back like River Phoenix or something, or
Liberty Death.
He'd probably bring back his cousin or someone we don't even know.
So yeah, somebody we don't know.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we got a few viewers, man. Right on. Hey, guys. If you guys are just joining us, or thank you for joining us, we are fundraising still for Corey Feldman to be on our podcast. Whatever amount we raise in the 6-month mark, and when I'll update the thumbnail for the GoFundMe with the date and the cutoff and a little bit of words that say, whatever we have in 6 months, we're going to go ahead and make the shot. We're going to shoot it. And then from there, if we make it, we get it. If we don't, we'll refund your money. So one way or another, we're going to get Corey Feldman, or you're going to get your money back. So feel free to give up that fetty, that cash, that money, that moolah.
Yeah, be part of a very exciting story for the podcast.
Fundage.
And for Corey.
We'll do it for Corey, man. So I want to be fair.
I haven't really thought about it. We're talking about him like we know him. Is that all right? Should we not call him by his first name?
I hope so.
Didn't really.
It's gonna have to be. We're doing it.
We already started.
Yeah. So we'll raise the money, or we'll send it back. So there's a few other folks that have donated lately, and we came out of the gate pretty good. There was like kind of a low spot, and then it's kind of hitting again. So every time we promote it, every time we say something, we get a few more hits and a few more people. So yeah. I'm pretty confident no matter what. Because
we're rallying for it. Like Jim and them.
We set an end date. Yes.
We're doing a rally.
We set an end date. And when that time comes, we will shoot our shot, man. So okay. Can you say that on live? You can say that on live. Anywho, Greg and I did a whole podcast just watching the Goonies a couple months ago, and it was fun. YouTube said, no, you're not going to post that over here. TikTok let us do it. TikTok let us do like a couple of them. So, but
yeah, YouTube recognized it right away.
It did. We uploaded one long video of the whole movie in it, and it said, yeah, we didn't even try and hide it.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Like, no. 5 minutes in, they're like, no, you're not doing that. See?
You can see the background.
Freaking out. Because it's in green. Oh, that's very loud.
Can you hear it?
There it is.
I kind of forgot how morbid this is. It opens with a guy killing himself, hanging himself and shit.
About it, Mikey. Hey, it's late. Hey, and that's a summer place. What's it doing open in the fall? See, there's nothing to be scared of. See, there's already 2 customers right inside the restaurant. Yeah, but what if they're not customers? What if they're drug dealers? What dealers? Yeah.
See, this is how we do
Drug dealers wouldn't be caught getting those out of yesterday.
I love it.
Gunshots. Not the big ones that you hear in war movies. A gunshot. Real ones. Gunshot. He's
trying to kill us. Good shot.
Yeah.
All right, turn that shit off. Okay, done. All right, you guys. Hey, want to say thank you guys to all the you guys that jumped in and watched us. And this video is going to circulate too, so whoever didn't watch us now will get to watch us later. But, we want to jump in and just keep this thing going. We want to make sure everybody knows that, we're still actively searching, scouring high and low for money to get Corey Feldman on our show. We're pretty excited about it.
We can do sponsors too, though. Could it be like a business that we let them either before or after the show or something? It's not like you're going to get a shout out from Corey or anything, but we could shout you out before or after the show and get a business.
I could put you on the ticker.
Like we could do, we get you on the ticker or do some kind of reading an ad before or after the show. I don't know.
We could do all those things. I just got to sit and put all that together, to be honest with you.
I bet there's a way to do that too.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have to be donation based. We could get.
No, this is the GoFundMe. That's what we know now. You know what I mean? Maybe in a couple months, we'll, I don't know, we'll put all that stuff together. Easy. Maybe they donate, anybody donates over 200 or something. I don't know, something like that. Or, I'll do it at this point. We'll do it. We'll mention everybody. I'll just put them in the ticker down there. We'll just let it run. We could do all those things. So, hey, Greg, let's close with tell us something good.
Something good? Man,
yeah, tell us something good.
It's Sunday night, and it's been a nice, chill, relaxing weekend. It's been a little bit warm, but just hanging around the house, doing some yard work, keeping everything up, getting some projects done, being prepared for another week. Got a busy one, so ready to kill it.
Nice. All right, man. That's going to do it for us. Appreciate you guys. I'm doing the peace up. Here we go. Boom. Doing the peace up.
And I'm Greg.
Later, guys. Peace.
Dude.